Welcome to Keeping It Fresh. I'm your favorite host, Io Kadanu, and I'm here with my best buddy and favorite co-host,
Cameron Brown.
This is Keeping It Fresh, where we'll be talking about all things freshman related.
You might be asking yourself, those guys aren't freshmen, but we might have one thing in common with that is we are freshmen.
Exactly, Cameron. You tell them. Freshman year can be really intimidating. New teachers, classmates, and school food. In this episode, we'll be talking about all the tips you need to successfully surviving freshman year and how you can get involved in all the ballot experience and you can get the full ballot experience.
For me, the best way to have a great freshman year is to get involved with our after-school programs. Our pals Gabriel Shea and Wyatt Dahl interview a few of our sensational teachers who run clubs and teams here at Ballard.
Yeah.
Hello, we're here with Mr. Smith. He's a coach of the esports team and also teaches media arts. So what do you do on the esports? What games do you do?
Yeah, so with the esports we have about 8 different games. So you have Mario Kart, you have Rocket League, you have Hearthstone, you have Super Smash Brothers, Splatoon, and Mario Kart. Okay, and there's a couple other ones as well.
Cool. So how can people join your sport, the esports team?
Esports. So me along with Mr. Seaman, who's in the video you can't tell, but he's kind of down the hall to the right a little bit. Get in contact with one of us through our school email, or stop by our class right after school, and we'll help you get set up. And it's a pretty easy process, just the sign up and all of that, and then we'll see how good you are, and that'll determine which team you're competing on for us.
Hello, we're here with Mr. Kling, Director of Bands here at Ballard. What exactly does marching band entail? What do they do?
First of all, marching band is a service organization. It's kind of serves as a club. We start off each football game with some ceremonial work. We usually do the fight song, run the team on. We perform the national anthem for each game, and then we step up into the stands and we engage with the game activity. So, for instance, if it's a first down, we play a little segment of stuff, and our announcer talks about it being a first down. We try and get the crowd involved in the game as it's going on. If it's a defensive play and we're holding them to that third down, we play something that's kind of ominous and dark and fun, just to say, hey, look what we did. Anytime there's a touchdown or something that's spectacular, we play the fight song. And then any other pop tunes and pep things that can go in for timeouts, for quarter changes, etc. When it gets to halftime, we work all season on a particular show. This year it happens to be When We Were Young, based on the group Fun and the song We Are Young. So about a 6-minute show with movement, drill, costumes that we work on and coordinate throughout the course of the season. We'll perform a portion of that at the first game, and then we'll add more to it as the season progresses. And then we take that show out to marching band competitions around in Kentucky and in the Southern Ohio region. And we compete against bands of our own size and classification for rankings and awards and trophies.
Right. So how do you think people can join marching band?
If they're interested in doing marching band and they haven't done band stuff before, it'd be important to come by and have a conversation like what we're doing right now, talking about what it means. And if they've got some background, determining what that background is and how they can develop that background to be ready to join in with the group next season.
Hello, we're here with Z Sensei, who is the sponsor of the gaming club. So what does the gaming club do?
The gaming club, we meet after school on Fridays and we just play games.
Okay, so how can people join gaming club?
Yeah, anyone can join Games Club at any time. You just got to walk in, and then we have the library sign-in system. So you scan your ID or you just type in on the computer that you have signed in for that week, and then you're part of Gaming Club for the.
Those all sound fun. I've always wanted to be in the marching band.
Yeah, I have too. I actually played trombone. I might join the esports team this year. I'm pretty good at Rocket League, but you're on the other hand, it's pretty duty. I wonder if there are great opportunities here to play video games.
Well, you're in luck, buddy. Anna and Benita have some info on the gaming club along with other clubs.
That's great.
Are you looking for something to do in your after-school time? Here are a few ideas. Do you like reading? Sounds like book club is for you. They meet once a month in the library from 3:30 to 4, and they discuss the book that they have chosen and read over the course of the month.
Are you a geek for games? It sounds like game club is just for you. They meet from 3:30 to 4:30, nearly every Friday, and you can join anytime, and you can bring your own games. There's board games, video games, and a lot of other more games.
Do you play or have an interest in playing the guitar? Right now, Guitar Club meets on Wednesdays from 3:30 to 4:10 in Mr. Bowman's room, South Building, room 213. If you don't have a guitar, it's not a problem.
There are a ton of great opportunities to get involved here at Ballard. That's a great start to having a freshman experience. Some of our classmates out on the field are going to share some tips with us to have a successful academic year.
Are you an incoming freshman?
Are you nervous about your classes? Well, lucky for you, we interviewed some amazing freshman teachers to give you guys the advice that you need. We hope that you find these tips very helpful.
I'm here with Mr. Felix.
Hi, I'm Mr. Felix.
What do you personally do to help kids learn a new language?
Patience. Got to try to be patient because it's all new, and I try very hard to make sure they know that mistakes are normal.
Is Duolingo really that helpful?
Yes, it's extremely helpful, especially to retain vocabulary.
Why do you think it's important for students to learn a second language?
Well, it opens up a whole new world to you. And if you're in a job interview someday and you have the same qualifications as someone else and they say, do you speak another language? And you do and they don't, guess who gets the job?
You.
Exactly.
How much do you suggest to study outside of school?
So the beginning of the year, it's probably going to be like 45 minutes, maybe a little bit more as they start to adjust. But as the year goes on, 30 minutes a day is probably all you need to do to study any extra.
Like, how do you suggest to stay on top of work?
Most important thing is consistency. Be consistent with all the things that you do. Be consistent with taking notes and reading. If you start to slack off, things start to build up and it becomes worse. And make sure you're using extra downtime wisely and not scrolling through the internet and for hours on end. Use your time wisely.
Okay, what is an acceptable amount of notes to take in class?
A lot of that depends on the given day and what you did ahead of time to prepare. I mean, I would say maybe a half page of notes any given day from discussion would be good. Anything more than that might be too much, anything less than that might be too little, but it all kind of depends from day to day.
I'm here with
Miss Jacobs.
What is the benefit of the advanced classes?
So taking an advanced class allows you to focus a little bit more deeply on the content. We don't necessarily skip over the basics, but we might move through them a little bit quicker just so that we can have like a little bit more time for discussion.
Question 2. How easy would you say the workload is?
I would say that advanced classes are going to have a little bit more of a workload. It's going to be a little bit more independent rather than whole class activities. But just depending on your teacher, we have very similar curriculum this year and everything should be relatively the same. So the workload is kind of what you make it as long as you use your class time wisely.
Should students be prepared for a lot of studying?
Students should be prepared for studying. A lot of teachers will provide study questions and things that you can do outside of class to prepare yourself. Freshman year just kind of lays the foundation for kids, so any skills that we can teach you are going to help you throughout the next 3 years.
Here with
Dr. Bernard.
What do you have to say to students who are nervous?
The nerves will subside after a while once you know your schedule, and once we open our mouths in discussion, that usually causes all of the butterflies to fly away.
Okay, so how much reading is required for your class?
We usually complete about 4 books. Fahrenheit 451, Of Mice and Men, Romeo and Juliet, and then a kind of book of their choice. Their choice has to be what I offer them. And we read a lot of short stories, which are my favorite, and a few poems. And A lot of reading, which comes with a lot of writing.
Lots of reading and writing, okay. So, what's your favorite part about teaching English?
Lecture and discussion. I like to open up their minds through lecture, and I like to hear what they have to say through discussion.
How do you feel about attracting the flies right now?
I don't know what that is. I think it's because I have fruit in my room.
Oh, okay. Fruit flies. Okay, I got you. I'll tell them to be ready for that. Fruit flies everywhere.
Welcome to the new Freshman Tip Guide. I'm Caleb. I'm me and them got a guest.
And I'm Xander, the freshman.
Today we'll be asking questions to a new freshman at Ballard High School. Are you still nervous about high school after having a couple weeks here?
Well, it's not been a couple weeks yet, but for the most part, I'm not nervous really anymore. It's still hard getting to classes when I only have like 2 minutes, and I gotta go from like the north building to the east. But for the most part, I'm doing pretty good.
Are you in any school activities right now?
Currently, no.
How are you liking Ballard in high school? Like high school at Ballard so far?
So far, I would say I think I like it better than middle school. We get a bit more freedom, you know. In middle school, we had to, when we ate at the cafeteria, we had to be in assigned seats. You know, here we can go wherever, you know. And there's a lot more people here, so that's pretty cool. And I like the teachers a lot.
Is it lunch different from high school and middle school?
Yeah, it's different. In middle school, like there was no like outside area, so it's a lot different.
Have you made any new friends yet?
Yes, I have. I'm friends with Ryan. If you're watching this, hi. And a bunch of other people. So, yeah.
Do you think the teachers are more strict here than middle school?
No. Well, I wouldn't say so. I feel like they understand that we're older and that we know what to do, and they expect us to do those things. So, I'd say no.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome. I'm Xander. Guess I'm out.
Those are all great tips, Cameron. Have you noticed how great our library is?
Yeah, how could I not? The book selection is way more extensive than my middle school library. Ayana actually asked some of the freshmen and teachers what their favorite book is.
What's a book you like?
Percy Jackson and the Lightning Bolt.
I like The Great Gatsby.
I Survived. The Captain Underpants series.
It was called A Day No Pigs Would Die.
Or do you recommend it?
I recommend it.
I recommend The Great Gatsby.
100%.
What's it about? It's about kids surviving in Ireland.
You know, the principal becomes a superhero and saves the day for all the students.
Thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
I'm going to have to check out some of those books. I'm currently reading my favorite book of all time right now, Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Oh, really? I heard that's a really good book.
Yeah.
This school has so many fun facts. Hussein is out and about quizzing the student body on Ballard sports trivia.
First one is a Ballard history question. Who led Ballard to the 1988 state championship and was named Mr. Basketball in 1989? A little hard, long time ago.
I don't know that one.
Alright, that's cool. His name was Allen Houston. A little old, but hey. Another NBA question for you. Who won the 2000 NBA Finals?
Los Angeles Lakers.
Yep. Okay. Who got the most points in the 20 to 22 NBA season? Think about it.
Can I get a hint?
His name. His first name is Trey.
Trey Young.
Trey Young. Yep. I'm here with. We're gonna do 3 soccer trivia questions. See how much you can get right. Number 1. Who scored 31 goals and 19 assists as a senior and helped the Bruins win the 1999 state soccer championship?
I don't know.
Okay, that's why I'm here, right? So the answer is Vijay Diaz.
Okay.
That's a new fact learned. Right. Number 2. Who won the 2014 World Cup?
Germany.
Yup. Pretty good. Last one. Who scored more goals, Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
No.
Look at it.
It's Ronaldo, buddy. Ronaldo, bro. I'm here with
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yes, sir.
We're doing a little trivia about football. First question is about Ballard's history. Question is, who was Mr. Football finalist as a senior in 2010 after catching 68 passes for 1,700 yards and 19 touchdowns here at Ballard?
That has to be like Devontae Parker.
That is
sir.
correct.
Yes, sir.
Yep. He's famous around here, you know.
Okay.
Right. A little more to the NFL side. Who won the Super Bowl in 2010?
Atlanta Saints.
Yep.
Yes,
You
sir.
know your stuff, don't
Yes,
you?
sir.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Getting a little more player based here. Who scored the most touchdown in NFL history? You can think about it. Take your time.
Okay. Can I get a hint? I don't know that one.
His name starts with J.
Jay. It's like, I want to say like some Jefferson. Like some Jefferson stuff. I have no idea.
No idea. All right. The answer is Jerry Rice.
Okay.
And that concludes the interview.
Thank you.
That's all for keeping it fresh. Some of them did not know what they were talking about, but some of them did. Thank you all. Keep it simple.
Keep it fresh.
Like and subscribe, and catch y'all later.
Hearing all of those sports facts made me really work up an appetite. Let's see how the freshmen feel about their school lunch. Compare it to their middle school lunch.
Alright, who here with today?
Lily Burke.
And I'm Silas. Okay, so the questions today I'm gonna ask is, how do you feel about lunch, school lunch?
I hate it. I don't like it. It's weird and gross.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay, the next question is, how would you compare your middle school lunch and high school lunch?
I feel like it's better in middle school, honestly.
I thought the middle school was better too.
Yeah, it's just gotten lazy at this point.
Okay, so if someone asked you if lunch was good, would you recommend it for them to eat it and try it?
No.
Yeah.
School lunch?
Maybe you have to bring your lunch. It's not that bad.
Okay. Alright, so who are here with today?
Who wants to start? Hi, my name's Luis. I'm a freshman.
My name's Caleb. I'm a freshman.
My name is Jay. I'm a freshman.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask 3 questions. The first question is, how do you feel about school lunch?
Oh, it's really bad. Like, I really want to pack my own lunch, but I'm like too broke for that.
Yeah, I'm just too lazy to pack my lunch, and school lunch lines are bad.
I don't like school lunch, so I pass.
Alright, so how would you compare your middle school lunch and high school lunch?
It's the same thing, really.
The food's the same. But
So no change?
Middle school lunch was a lot better.
Alright.
That's a really tough crowd right there. Personally, I really enjoy the lunch here. Orange chicken is my favorite, man.
Yeah, I really mess with the cheese-filled breadsticks. They really hit the spot for me.
Yeah, you got that right, Cameron.
Well, those are all great segments, really insightful for the new freshmen. I hope you enjoyed learning more on how to have a successful first year here at Ballard.
Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in for the first episode of Keeping It Fresh. We hope to see you next time. It's been me and my boy Cameron. Peace.